everyone. Welcome into Drums by Liz. Welcome into Drums by Liz. Glad you could join us. Hey, today we're working on, it's kind of like this little halftime feel, and then a lot of little ghosted notes, maybe a little opening on the hi-hat, and it's a 2-bar phrase, okay? The first measure, roughly, okay, I was embellishing and orchestrating things a little bit differently for, a variety of ways that you could have options to play this, okay? But let's, finalize it or narrow it down to just something that we can work through, okay? And then you can expand and have all kinds of creative fun with it, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the first beat, okay? So it's not a normal beat. We're waiting for our back beat is now on beat 3. This gives it this type of halftime feel, okay? So 1 and 2 and, so we're playing bass notes on 1 and 2 and, okay? And on the and of 2 there, we're gonna open up the hi-hat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that first measure is not too bad, right? And I would say this too also. You can mix that up too. Like if you don't like that first measure, play some other thing that you'd like to play, keeping a backbeat on beat 3. Then throw it into this next part that's, the more intricate part that we're going to decipher now for you, okay? The second part, second measure, 1 E and, so it's just kind of quick. Keep this left hand nice and ghosted, kind of quiet notes, okay? So 1 E and, 2 E and, okay? So 1 E and 2 E and the first 2 beats are the same on the hands. 1 E and 2 E and 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 okay. When we get to beat 3, here's our heavy accent, okay? Because that's the halftime backbeat there. Then off of beat 3, I'm just going then 3 and 4 E. I'll keep it really basic right now. I'm going to add an extra snare note in a moment, okay? So then it's 3 E and 4 E and So you can kind of just think like after the and of 3, it's just back and forth and 4 E and then just catch the very last note of the measure on your bass drum, okay? All right, so maybe easier said than done, but not too bad if you logically go through it. So 3 and 4 E and 3 and 4 E and okay. Now what I added in was then to do one more note on E and of 4. So 3 and 4 E and 4 E and 4 E and 4 E and okay. It adds a nice little embellishment into that, okay? I think you're going to like it. So 1 E and 2, 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and Now we'll try to ghost some of our notes, okay? Pull out beat 3 a little bit heavier. So key. Yes, you have to learn how to do those little ghost notes in there, just like a nice little delicate touch. Okay, learn how to, have a little snappy wrist, okay, to develop all of that. Okay, so we'll put those two measures together now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a. Pick up the tempo a little bit. Sounds nice, right? It's got this, backbeat feel, right? A little bit more relaxed, but then kind of cool because of all of those little, ghosted notes in there, okay? So a little bit more intricate little thing, a little finer touch that you have to work out, okay? But all going towards, being a skillful drummer, right? And then when the phone rings, you can take any gig that's available, right? Because you've got all this coordination, you've got a good skill set for yourself, you got a great foundation, okay? Please visit my other videos that I've put out. There's a lot of learning there, okay? Go way back a couple years ago, and just keep gravitating through things, okay? Some things are a little bit easier than others. Some things are a little bit more intricate, okay? If it is intricate, I try to break it down so that an intermediate player could go for it and be able to do it, okay? Because that's what I want. I want like an intermediate level person to be like not afraid to take that next big jump up the ladder, to be into this little bit heavier technical work and skill set, to then just make it flourish for yourself, right? Okay, so keep pushing the envelope, keep raising the bar, keep trying to advance your skills, okay? We can all learn, we can all grow. All right, everybody, have a great week ahead, okay? Thank you so much for all the support. It's all appreciated very greatly. Okay, everybody, happy drumming. See you soon.